The Lakers are currently out of the playoffs. If the season was to end today, tied with the Timberwolves for the 10th best record in the Western Conference, 3 games behind the Spurs, your boy Pop, who has his boys in 8th. How much faith do you have that the Lakers will still make the playoffs?
I have faith in LeBron. Faith. Not faith in the absence of evidence. That's not really faith. I mean, when you say, well, I'm not
what do you mean by that?
I'm not taking a leap of faith. Like, I must place faith in him because I want it to happen.
Yeah.
It's faith based on evidence.
Are you sure?
In other words, I've seen him do this so many times. And increasingly in recent years, it looks like, no, this time it's over. By the way, kind of like the Patriots with Tom Brady. And Belichick. This time it's different, guys. This time it's different. They're losing every game on the road. His QBR against the blitz is the worst in the league. And somehow they win the Super Bowl. Now,
I just want to give you an opportunity before you go forward. Are you saying to America that your opinion is incredibly and completely objective, and there's no emotional attachment to your soliloquy at all? None
about
whatsoever?
LeBron?
Like living in the past.
No.
About LeBron?
No, as a matter of fact, last year, kind of like I think I finally learned my lesson with the Patriots this past season, but I'll forget it and I'll have to learn it again. I think I finally learned it with LeBron last year with the Cavs. They looked awful. Then the reinforcements came at the trade deadline and they got juiced for a game or two, and then they looked awful again, like awful again. And they limped into the playoffs. You're thinking, oh my God, this is it. They are not getting to the finals this year. But lo and behold, guess who got to the finals again? So as I said earlier, patience, 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 patience. And with a guy who's been there a million years in a row, even in years where it's like, no, it's not going to happen. The lesson is just when you run out of patience, which is right about now, more patience.
Is it possible, and it's a rhetorical question not to be answered, but is it possible that you're ignoring the fact that he was in the Eastern Conference last year with the cushion of knowing that a playoff spot was secure? There was never a time in the previous 4 years that LeBron James was in Cleveland where there was a question mark about the Cleveland Cavaliers going to the postseason. They would fall as low as a 3 seed. He could pace himself. He could find himself in a situation where he could take a few weeks off. He could pace himself, etc. That's entirely different here. The Lakers are on the cusp of a meltdown. They are on the verge of missing the playoffs for a 6th consecutive year. This man has called out teammates. This man's got folks behind the scenes talking about the coach. Not to say that LeBron is doing it. I'm just saying people that are close to him are talking about the tenure of a Luke Walton. I gave you 3 names. I gave 2 names on this show. I gave a 3rd name on radio. I said Ty Lue. I said Doc Rivers, who could get out of his contract with the Clippers if he wanted to and go right and stay right in town and coach the Lakers. Or the person that I personally believe Magic Johnson would love more than anybody, but will not get. And that is Mike Krzyzewski. You're hearing these names. Why are they relevant? Because Luke Walton's days are numbers, because they're struggling. So you look at LeBron James, you're talking about youngsters, you're talking about a lack of urgency and effort. Obviously, other people are left to talk about the coaching. You are 3 games out of the spot for the 8th playoff spot. Even if you did get in as the 8th playoff spot, you're doomed to get swept by the Golden State Warriors. Who's pacing what? Ain't no pacing going on here. LeBron James and the Lakers are on the brink of elimination.
They are, and I want everyone to remember this moment.
Okay.
They just lost to the Grizzlies, who are a bad team, and also traded away Gasol not long ago.
Right.
Before that, they lost to a Pelicans team without AD.
Okay.
If you're in the Western Conference, and by the way, it wasn't second of back-to-back. They played Saturday and then yesterday. They had a day in between.
Yeah.
If you're in the Western Conference and you're fighting for your playoff lives, those are 2 games you absolutely
have to win.
Must have. You must have them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's just remember this moment in the event that they make the playoffs. Remember what we were thinking right now. LeBron James is being written off by Stephen A. Smith. They just suffered.
Did I say they wasn't going to make the playoffs?
Are they going to make the playoffs?
No. I haven't jumped off that wagon
Are they
yet.
going to make the playoffs?
I'm still holding on for dear life.
Oh, he hasn't gone to the Western Conference Finals.
Well, not anymore. But
Even though LeBron's
Could
not
it
the
be
king.
that you are basing this on emotion?
Not at all.
Oh,
but I will say
your
this
face
to you.
looks like
I
it
am
does.
disgusted
He cracked a smile.
You're the worst liar ever. I just want you to know that.
I'm not a liar. I'm an honest man. But I got to tell you something. I'm holding out hope because there's no place else that I would rather be than Southern California come playoff time. Have you been there,
You
man?
can find other
Both
reasons
of you
to go
have.
besides the Lakers in the
Well, listen,
playoffs.
that's not the point. The point is that L.A. is L.A. And obviously, I think basketball is better when the Lakers are relevant. But let me be very, very clear. I am losing faith more and more in the Lakers by the hour.
Have you? Me too.
By the hour.
I think time. Look, the reality is time is running out, and the way they just looked in 2 games they have to win makes it look like hopeless. But have you lost faith? Yes or no? In the end, have you lost faith in LeBron?
Let me answer that question directly. The Lakers over their next 5 games, if they lose 2, I'm done with them.
Okay.
For this season, they're that close.
All right, here they are. They got
falling
Pelicans.
off the cliff.
They got the Bucks.
They're that close.
LeBron versus Giannis. That's Friday on ESPN. I can't wait for that one. Then they got the Suns. Okay, that could be a win. Clippers.
They got to win 3 of their next 5.
It's not an easy schedule.
They got to win 3 of their next 5.
Outside of the Suns.
They got to win 3 of their next 5.
The game that would mean the most to them is actually if they could upset the Bucks. Because that's the kind of game that would make a statement and juice the entire team.
But they have to beat both the Clippers and the Nuggets. And, of course, the Suns.
Celtics,
listen.
come on. That's what that was going to be the finals.
The Nuggets could go either way. You must beat the Clippers.